Those cat beans we use it to make those cat beans. We use it to make the fried beans, deep fried beans. So those is the beans we use. For this cat bean, it tastes really good. And you will pick up the peel this part. This part you keep. This part you can keep, but this part just pick a tiny that pieces off, and then you wash it. Then you use a paper towel. See the paper towel. Use a paper towel to put it dried. So because we deep fried, we didn't want the oil just sprayed and we get burned by the oil. So we just try to dry the beans. After we dry the beans, and then we will, what do? We just get the beans and just break it, and maybe this long, just this long is enough, or like this. Some long bean you just bring to 3 pieces, and put it in to dry. This one already use a towel to dry it, so it should be good. Make sure you need to dry your beans good, because when we fry it, I don't want the oil just sprayed out, because the water on the oil, on the hot oil, the cold water on the hot oil is not a good sense. So you just be very careful. You can bring 2 pieces or 3 pieces, that's okay. This one you can bring and put it here. And keep going. 1 piece, 3 pieces, 1 piece, 2 pieces, 3 pieces. Done. We don't need to use a knife to cut it. So it's a small one, just 2 pieces. 2 pieces. Green beans. This is my wife's favorite dish. One of my wife's favorite dish, and called the deep fried green beans. And they have a really good flavor and texture, so a lot of people love it. Okay, so it's all done. Don't get the papers into on the bean, just get it off.
Oh no, this is almost big as me.
Yes, it's good. It's good.
It's almost big. Wow.
Okay, we're just ready. So this is what you can see. The beans. Yeah, you need to cut some cilantro. If you don't have cilantro, just scallion. Cut some scallion, and just cut this long scallion. You cut some scallion, and for while cooking, you can use it. After you cut it, put it in the fridge, and then keep a few days, and be use it in a few days. And scallion and cilantro. You have cilantro, you use cilantro. If you don't have cilantro, it's okay. But the scallion, you need to have scallion, because when we're cooking, it will give a good flavor. The stew and put the pot in. The pot is dry without any water in it. And this pot. We add oil. We add a lot of oil. We need a lot of oil. And we also rinse the pot. We need to use it to fry the beans. We fry the deep fried green beans, so it uses this much oil to fry. We just wait when the beans oil is hot, then we'll put the bean into it. Yeah, you can put pea. Remember, you dry your beans. Put a small green bean into it to see if it start frying. When it start frying, we add the rice to try to see if it start frying. You try put the rest of the beans into it. This is the way I try to see if the oil is hot enough to fry stuff. Right now, we can see it's already start frying, so we'll add more beans into it. Remember, and the beans you need to dry. Don't have a lot of water left on. So most dry. Never still have a lot of water add to the oil. That will be a disaster. Just be very, very careful. The bean must most dry without water. They add it to the oil. So add it right off to it. With the bean, you see the outside already kind of fried and shrink like this. You can see like this, and then we just then this time we add salt to it. We add how much salt we add? We add probably I think it's 1 tablespoon of salt. This is the salt. I add 1 tablespoon. Look, the salt we added to it. I think not 1 tablespoon, just this much salt. I think probably nearly 1 spoon of salt we add to it. And move it. Then what do you do next? Add chili pepper. The chili pepper, you chop it. Chop it by the market and you chop it like this. You add the chili pepper to it. Don't add the pepper too early. I don't want to burn the pepper. If the pepper is burned, it will be so choking. It will be bad. Then add the peppercorn. This time, you add the peppercorn. If you want more spicy and more chili pepper, or if you want this kind of spicy and more of this peppercorn, it's called green Sichuan pepper. Any kind of brand is okay. Just the pepper into it. And just fry. And just watch your beans. Don't add the chili pepper and the peppercorn too early, or because the oil, the frying can burn into those. I don't want the seasoning stuff in the brain. It will taste not good. So we'll see they start like to fry like this. They add the salt and the pepper, chili pepper and the corn and the peppercorn into it. How do I know it's ready? I'm gonna tell you, and you can get one. Look, the first is out is already fried. You can see, and then you try it. So the outside is kind of a little crispy, and inside already tender. Then you can get it out from the oil. Right now we're thinking that this is in a pretty little well. When you see the color is kind of like this, it's just kind of little brown, just a little tiny brown, that means it's ready. Don't add more, just get it, take it, and it goes out from the oil. What you can do? Turn off the heat, turn off the stove. And drain. Just be very careful. This oil is very hot. So you just drain here. Then you see the pot is hot. So what do? We need to try to get some salt out. This salt we need to get out some. Get some salt out, or you can then you add a little oil, just a little oil, okay. Then turn on the stove. And what do we do next? Remember we have some scallion. We add a scallion to it. Scallion. Scallion. And the scallion and little scallion or cilantro, okay? You fry it. You fry it. Then you add this to it. And the beans into it. Okay, then turn off the stove. So this dish is all done. Try it. That's good. This will be look like the deep fried beans. Yeah, you can serve people this. It's really good with the rice. It's so good.